What is an NFT? How do I buy an NFT? Is there a way to sell my NFT for cash? And is this the next big thing? Non-fungible tokens, or NFTs, aren't like your normal cryptocurrencies. While you can exchange one Bitcoin or Ether for another, NFTs aren't interchangeable. This latest blockchain has people spending millions just so they can have the bragging rights to digital art, music, and images. Like Beeple's Everydays for a whopping $69.3 million and CryptoPunk 6965 for $1.54 million. In this video, we'll uncover the basics of non-fungible tokens, how they work, and what makes NFTs so valuable. We'll also explain how you can create your own non-fungible token and sell it. If you stay until the end, we'll tell you about the top 3 recent NFT sales. Let's jump right into it. Let's start with a brief history of NFTs. The first use of NFT goes back to 2014 when tech entrepreneur Anil Dash and digital artist Kevin McCoy minted the first NFT named Quantum, a color-changing pixelated octagon. Just 3 months after the Ethereum blockchain was formed, the first fully fledged NFT project was launched and demonstrated at DevCon 1. The rising popularity of the Ethereum blockchain over conventional token platforms based on Bitcoin gave rise to several NFT projects. Now, let's take a deep dive into what are non-fungible tokens. NFTs give a person proof of ownership. This means that they can monetize the right to own it. However, since the internet is so porous, owning an NFT doesn't necessarily mean that a person has exclusive rights, since anything digital can be duplicated endlessly. Let's next understand what's the difference between fungible and non-fungible tokens. For example, if you have a currency note of RS100, you can easily replace it with another currency note of RS100 or 2 notes of RS50 without affecting the value exchanged. For instance, Bitcoin is also fungible, meaning you can exchange one Bitcoin for another. In contrast, your favorite limited edition football player's card is an example of a non-fungible commodity. Each card is unique and can be treated as collectible. A card with one player doesn't usually have the same value as the card with another player. Even with 2 same cards, another factor such as the year of production or preservation of the card can make a difference. Also, a piece of art or painting created as one unique copy is an example of non-fungible. NFTs can have only one legal owner and are secured by the blockchain. For example, ownership records cannot be modified. An art collector, Pablo Rodriguez Frael, bought a 10-second video clip by an artist for $67,000 and sold it for $6.6 million. Twitter founder Jack Dorsey sold his first ever tweet from 15 years ago through NFT. As mentioned above, NFTs can have only one owner. This ownership is managed using unique ID and metadata that is unique to a particular NFT. NFTs are executed through smart contracts, which assign ownership and transferability of the tokens. The creator of the NFT can decide the scarcity of the asset. For example, consider a ticket to a concert. The creator of the NFT can choose how many tickets will exist. Most of the NFTs are a part of the Ethereum blockchain. Other blockchain networks can also implement their versions of such tokens. If you're liking this video and want to see more, make sure to press the like button and subscribe to the channel so that you can get more videos about blockchain, cryptocurrency, and new trends in the future. So, how can you create your own NFT? And how you verify the authenticity of your NFT? Since NFTs live on the blockchain, they're easy to track. Tracking allows for transparency and the verification of their authenticity. The blockchain contains the entire history of all its owners, past and present. Creating your own NFTs isn't as hard as one would think. Whether you're looking to create a GIF or an image, the overall process is fairly straightforward. The first thing you must do is pick your artwork. It can be any kind of digital file, including text, music, or video. The more unique it is, the better. When you're dealing with things like crypto collectibles, you need to think about it differently than stocks and bonds. Once you've picked out what you want to put up for sale, you need to figure out which blockchain you want to use. The most commonly used cryptocurrency is Ether, and most of the biggest NFT platforms have Ethereum support. Assuming you have chosen Ethereum, you'll want to have some Ether on hand. This is because listing your NFT in a marketplace costs money, unless you choose to go with OpenSea. The process is free on OpenSea, but you will still need a digital wallet in order to create an account and sign up. Other examples of NFT marketplaces include Axie Infinity, CryptoPunks, NBA Top Shot, Rarible, Foundation, and Sorare. Each of these platforms has its own listing process, which involves typing up a couple of details and uploading your item. And once all of that is said and done, you will have successfully created your own token. There's been a lot of exciting NFT sales lately. As promised, let's look at 3 recent and widely popular NFT sales. Number 1. Let's start with one of the most widely known NFT collectibles for this year, CryptoPunks. Among the listed CryptoPunks collectibles, an alien punk sold to billionaire Shalom Mackenzie was the highest valued NFT. It was bought at $11.7 million in Sotheby's auction. Number 2. ON1 Force. If you're a fan of NFT games, you'll easily get the gist of why ON1 Force is slowly rising to the ranks of the most popular NFT collections. The anime-ish characters are everywhere on the platform. They possess various traits and backgrounds from one another. Number 3. Bored Ape Yacht Club. Futuristic illustrations have always had a special place in the heart of art collectors. Bored Ape Yacht Club features various expressions of a bored primate. Recently, a Bored Ape Yacht Club NFT collection was sold at Sotheby's for $24 million. NFTs have been a boon for the creative community. Artists, musicians, and others have a new source of income. One where they don't have to quibble over intellectual property or IP, and for investors, it's a new way to invest their money. CEO of Grayscale Investments said, "New asset classes only come along once in a generation." NFTs are younger than Bitcoin. They haven't been around for a full decade. New use cases are still being discovered. To learn more, subscribe and leave a comment saying "I subscribed," and we will personally reply to your comment. We'll see you in the next video.